I'm sure that most of you are wondering if caffeine can improve focus and concentration. Caffeine has been shown to enhance mental attention and alertness. Well, it can. In fact, the theory is supported by a mountain of evidence. Caffeine, if taken in moderation, could if taken in the right doses, boost cognitive function, both mentally and physically. This is accomplished primarily through enhancements in the ability to focus and maintain attention. Of course, the amount of caffeine you should take is, depending on your current level of caffeine tolerance. And, as I noted before, that will vary greatly depending on whether or not the caffeine was consumed alongside food. Nonetheless, there is a broad context in which we can discuss the benefits of caffeine for attention and concentration. The typical range is between 100 and 400 milligrams. A person who is sensitive to caffeine may experience unpleasant side effects if they consume 400 milligrams of caffeine in one sitting, whether from espresso, an energy drink, or a tablet. Expect to sweat heavily. Your pulse rate will speed up. As a matter of fact, you'll feel a great deal of panic, if not outright anxiety. Caffeine can have negative effects if you aren't used to the effects of caffeine yet. Therefore, consuming between 100 and 200 milligrams of caffeine before doing some focused work. Also, I suggest you hold off on consuming caffeine until later. You should give it a rest, around 90 to 120 minutes after waking. There are numerous ways to consume caffeine. Caffeine can be consumed in many forms, including pills, but I prefer to drink coffee or, even better, yerba mate, which is a type of herbal tea that contains caffeine. The smoke varieties of yerba mate, which contain many carcinogenic cancer-promoting chemicals, should be avoided at all costs. Caffeine and yerba mate both offer a number of advantages. Caffeine, especially that found in yerba mate and coffee. Caffeine and other caffeine-containing beverages are known to boost dopamine receptor density and efficiency. Moreover, this has been demonstrated repeatedly in human subjects. Caffeine boosts dopamine's motivational and driving effects, therefore regular caffeine consumption can be beneficial. Caffeine is usually something that you only should consume in the morning. In order to ensure that you have a restful night's sleep, stop drinking coffee at 2 p.m. Yes, I know there are people who drink coffee at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and go right to sleep. I want to warn anyone who thinks they can take coffee in the late afternoon or evening and still get to sleep. It's been shown, time and time again, in studies that affects both the quality and quantity of sleep you get each night. Even if you are capable of falling asleep and stay asleep, the quality of your sleep is worse to what it would be if you stopped drinking coffee at least 8 hours before night. Yet, there are inevitable limitations due to real-world circumstances. Caffeine increases dopamine's effectiveness via modifying the abundance and sensitivity of dopamine receptors. Adenosine is a substance that accumulates in the brain and body the longer we are awake, therefore staying awake has the additional effect of making us more awake and attentive. It's like a switch in our brains that, when flipped on, causes us to feel exhausted. Similarly, caffeine affects the adrenaline system, epinephrine. True, too much caffeine can give us the headaches. Also, we shall be blinking our eyes wider open. It's true, they spread out. Well, it's a bit contradictory, because when our eye pupils dilate, our field of vision contracts. The tunnel effect grows stronger. Many individuals are unaware of this fact. Pupils that are unusually tiny are a sign of calmness. In other words, if someone has extremely small or pin-sized pupils, it means they are extremely relaxed. It's a good indicator that they're pumped up if their pupils are quite large and dilated. They have an incredibly high level of awareness. Caffeine stimulates mental and physical alertness by elevating levels of the hormone epinephrine, adrenaline. So, it also helps with concentration in this way.